Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. I'm going to go ahead and take these 3 cards. But like I was saying, in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesdays. And the deck that I'm using today is called the Ostara Tarot. That's O-S-T-A-R-A Tarot. And as always, if you're interested in getting your personal reading, the information is in the description below. So just as a heads up, sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I do see them, however, I usually only take cards that jump out. And usually when they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back. But since we have about 8 cards, we can get started on your reading. So Sagittarius, I just do want to tell you guys that if you enjoy the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords to me is a very interesting energy for you guys to be in. That's not a bad thing. It just means that you guys are a little bit more into the sort of air element than you are the fire right now. I think that for a lot of you guys, you're really taking a step in, like, you're really trying to think about things. The name of the game right now is thinking. And when I see the King of Swords, I know that you're very much mature in that sort of mental realm, right? Because the King is one of the higher levels of maturity that you can get. And the fact that you have it here as your overall energy tells me that you guys are very much in an intellectual standpoint right now. Other qualities of the King include being, very philosophical, very business savvy, but also very quick to cut people off, which can be one of the lower sort of vibrational tendencies of the King of Swords. As you can see, this King is very much ready to cut someone off. He has a sword out. So I also think that, we have this sort of Japanese style samurai armor. I think that for some of you guys, you might be trying to learn about different cultures or even traveling, right? So that's super big, especially if you have like Sagittarius moon. But like I was saying, over here, you have a very interesting combination here. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse with the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Swords talks about somebody who is very dishonest, very low vibrational, just all around a scummy person, right? The 7 of Swords is called the lying, cheating, stealing card, but it's in reverse. So that tells me that there is almost somebody who is being perceived this way when they're actually not that way at all. Maybe perhaps they were that way in the past, but I'm getting that this person is, like, you're free to trust them because they're not this sort of scummy, terrible person. And I'm looking at the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups talks about fantasies, right, and thinking. So I think that for a lot of you guys, you're sort of thinking a little bit too much about this person and trying to figure out what their motives are and what their motivations are. Like, you're just trying to figure out why they would act the way that they're acting. It almost feels like you have a touch of paranoia. Like, you feel like this person is going to hurt you or attack you in some kind of way. I'm getting a lot of work vibes, but like there might be somebody who's trying to hurt you at work or anything, but I'm getting that, like, hurt your reputation, not hurt you physically, but I'm getting that with this combination, they're not going to, at least right now. Like, this person is, I think that they're wanting to turn a new leaf, because I see this Fool with this Sun, and the Fool represents a new beginning, right? It's a leap of faith, it's good faith. And I think that for you guys, this person really wants to flip over a new leaf. Like I was saying, in the past they may have been this way, and I think that in the past they certainly were, but now they want to just leave all that energy behind. And because you have the sun is the happiest card in the tarot, I do want to add. So I think that whatever this person wants to begin is going to be in your benefit. And I feel like everything is just going to be in your benefit, to be honest, because I see the sun and the Six of Swords. Sorry, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is victory. So to have the victory card in combination with the happiest card in the deck, like, I think that you guys are going to come out on top no matter what happens, no matter what you do. And even, like, this is an energy where even if you lose, you win. Like, if you don't get the promotion, it's just because there's going to be a even better promotion that you get nominated for or whatever, right? So do be careful with people being jealous. I guess that falls under the Seven of Swords energy, but I'm getting for sure that there might be people who are a little bit jealous or might start some, water cooler gossip because they see you succeeding so much. And like, they have a lot to envy for sure, because the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles and the Sun, like, you guys are a powerhouse right now. It's very interesting because you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the Nine of Pentacles to me is my single and ready to mingle card. So I think that for a lot of you guys, you might be entering a new position where you feel able to really, like, how do I word this? I feel like you guys are entering the scene in a way that sort of gets people to turn heads. Like, even if you're currently in a relationship or you're taken or in some kind of commitment or whatever, I feel like people are noticing you, which, isn't terribly shocking if I know a thing or two about Sagittarius. But I'm getting it for sure. There's also that sort of financial independence element of the Nine of Pentacles, not just this sort of romantic, flirty energy. So I think that you are so, like, independent and stable right now. Yeah, and then you have the Sun and the Six of Wands just to further confirm that. Like, people are jealous because of how just self-sufficient you are. Like, you don't need anyone, and that is very intimidating to a lot of people, because that sort of flares up their own insecurities about their own lives within themselves. And that's not on you, that's on them. And that's why you have sort of this Ace of Swords in reverse energy, is because the Ace of Swords in the upright talks about honesty, new beginnings, and the fact that this is in reverse tells me that they're not telling you everything. And I feel like that's the key component that they're not telling you, is that they're a little bit envious of what you have. And, like, rightfully so. Not many people are willing to sort of divulge that information. Especially to, like, a coworker or someone that they don't really know, or somebody, or like even the same person that they envy. Like, how often do people say, I envy you? So basically what I'm getting at here is that people are a little bit jealous. It feels benign because you have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Like, this basically all but confirms that you have nothing to worry about. And if this card wasn't enough, you have the Sun on top of the Nine of Pentacles, on top of the Six of Wands. But the only card that I really haven't touched upon yet is this Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is another great card. So congratulations. You have basically all positive cards, and the one card that isn't is in reverse, telling me that it's a benign situation. So a little bit more on this Four of Wands is that, to me, that's my commitment level up card. And I'm already getting the impression, like the intuitive ping, that it's not only in relationships for a lot of you people. I'm hearing work very strongly as well. So let me just explain the two sort of messages that I'm getting here. For those of you who are single, you're seeing success in dating, you're seeing higher commitment, and you're seeing happiness. Hooray. That's what the Four of Wands talks about. It talks about commitment level up. So whatever that looks like to you is what's going to happen, right? For some people, if you're just talking, you might move into, like, dating. If you've been living together, it might look into, like, proposal. If you've been married, that might look like kids, or it might just be in whatever order you deem fit, right? that's whatever your personal preferences are. But for the other group, I'm getting that there's like going to be a much higher commitment to some kind of a project or some kind of an idea that you have. It's like some kind of thing that's attributed to you that other people are going to commit to. So it's like somebody takes your idea and says, yeah, let's go with that. We'll do what you say, and sort of puts you in this boss position. Which, you know, here we have the Nine of Pentacles again. That falls in line with that kind of energy. And then you have the Seven of Swords, where people are a little bit jealous of your position. Like, I'm not too worried because, you know, you have this 1, 2, 3 wombo combo here that makes me feel like you guys are protected and like you're gonna see victory no matter what you do. But that was your reading first time around, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.